Buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. So before you go buy that home, watch this video. I'm gonna go over 5 things you should know before you buy that home. My name is Enoch Coronado. I'm a real estate agent here in Central Texas. I work in Waco, Texas. So we're helping people like you, first-time home buyers, helping buyers buy, sell, or even invest here in the heart of Texas. So if you're interested, please like, subscribe, and share this video so we can help other people just like you make better decisions in real estate. So these 5 things that I'm going to talk about are very common and very easy to overlook. So when you're buying your first home, a lot of people are going to be in your ears telling you what you should do, what not to do. But I'm going to gather the 5 things I even wish I knew before I bought my first home, before I became a realtor. But now that I'm a realtor, worked with many people, these 5 things are going to help you make better decisions, and it's going to help you narrow down that decision for you and your family to help you buy that home that you want. So number 1 on my list is the true cost of home ownership. A lot of times when I'm talking to buyers, especially first-time home buyers, they always ask me how much down payment I need to afford a home. And a lot of times they're worrying about the wrong things. First of all, you really need to worry about talking to a lender, because a lender is going to help you see how much you can get approved. A lot of lenders use something called PITI, that's principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. So they take all those 4 things, the principal being how much you're going to pay on the loan, the interest that you're paying on that loan, the taxes of where you're buying that home. Sometimes the taxes can be lower or higher depending on the location where you buy your home. And then last, insurance. They always require your insurance. So depending on what kind of insurance you're required to get, sometimes it could be a little bit higher if you're like in a flood zone, or it could be a little bit less if you're in an area that doesn't have a lot of issues with ground or flooding. So a lender's going to help you put that number together, and they're going to be able to tell you how much you can afford. So don't worry about how much down payment you need. First, talk to a lender. We can help you find a lender, and we have brokers as well that they have many options where you can qualify for FHA, conventional. If you're a veteran, we have VA loans as well. And there's many different options. Before you start saving money for down payment, ask a lender. It's free. A lot of lenders, they're not going to charge you for their time. They're going to put the numbers together. You gather your paperwork, your bank statements, whatever you need in order to qualify you for the loan. And the lender gets paid at the end when the transaction is closed. So it's free. Talk to a lender. We can help you find a lender that's going to help you make the best decision for you. Today's show is sponsored by CoronadoRealty.group, and that's our real estate agency here in Waco, Texas, where we can help you buy, sell, or invest in real estate here in Waco, Central Texas, or anywhere else in Texas. So if you're looking for real estate agents that are on your side and looking for your best interest, give us a call and we'll be glad to help you. Number 2, don't skip on the home inspection. A lot of times people get emotionally attached to the home, especially when you get a new home. You might think everything looks great, but a lot of times there's little things where you as a person that doesn't deal with real estate all the time might miss. Like a lot of times the AC might not be working. Maybe you're walking into the new home and the AC is not on. And a lot of times when you're doing walkthroughs, the AC is not going to be on because no one is there. So a home inspector might catch that the AC is not working. Maybe they'll catch that the roof was not installed correctly. Maybe the plumbing is not working as it should be. The electrical wiring is off. Maybe the GFCIs are not working as they should be. So a lot of these things, home inspectors, even on new builds, because remember, nobody's in the home on new builds most of the time. So a lot of times, especially in Texas, we have severe weather. So a lot of things can go wrong with the weather itself, might cause some damages. So even if you're buying a new home, get a home inspector. Always for an older home, get an inspector. Don't skip out. Maybe it'll cost you around $300 to $500 for a home inspector. We have preferred home inspectors that we help in the process when we're helping our clients. So we always suggest don't skip out on a home inspector because they're checking all the boxes and they're putting their signature on that form. So you are protected if something goes wrong afterwards. So I remember a few years ago when I bought a new home here in Waco that I did a walkthrough. There was a home inspector, but of course, when they turned on the AC, it was working. The outlets were working. They turned it on and off at different times. But when you actually live in the home, you have everything on. And I remember I was turning on the AC and I was cooking in the kitchen. First couple of days that I was there, and I turned the AC on and my kitchen outlets, everything turned off. I thought we had a blackout, but it turns out that I didn't have enough power going to the kitchen and the AC. So thank God I had the home inspector. The builder sent out their guys to come and fix that. So they were able to fix that at no cost to me because I was protected with the home inspection. And also it came with a 1-year warranty. So anything that would break down, I had a home warranty. And of course I had to pay $100 to get my dishwasher fixed because it broke down 6 months later. So things do happen. So get a home inspection. Things might break down or things might pop up later in the year after you buy the home, but at least you know you'll be protected. Number 3, protecting your finances and credit score during the buying process. So if you're going through the loan, you're doing all your paperwork to getting approved, and your lender tells you that you're approved for a certain amount, please don't go out and buy a new truck. They already approved you with what you have. So they use a debt to ratio to see how much you can afford. And that's with what you already have. So don't go buy a new truck, a new car. Don't go out and take new credit card loans. Stay with what you have until you purchase the home. And this is something that we tell our clients as well. We had experience where even the lender, we tell the client, but clients are going to do what they want to do at the end of the day. And I remember this lady, she was so close to closing where she actually went to buy a new car to celebrate. And guess what? She couldn't close the deal. So she had to wait another few more months. She took the car back, and luckily she was able to do that because the house was more important than the car. But it set her back a few months. So if you are looking to buy a home, protect your credit score and your finances during the buying process. And afterwards, if you want to celebrate with a new car, by all means, go ahead. But during the buying process, please don't go make big purchases. Number 4, location, as they say. So if you're a single person, a lot of times you don't really care where you live. Maybe as long as you're living near your job or you're comfortable with the commute time. A lot of times single people, it's not as hard to find a home that they enjoy. But if you're a family or thinking about investing in the future, location is going to matter to you even more because of school, what school district your kid is going to go to. And I did a video on that on the last episode, and I'll leave the link on top. The 3 best places to live near Waco according to school district. So if you're a family, you're looking for school. So if you're a family, you're looking for a good school district or being closer to your job. That way you can go back and forth to the house even faster to be with your family. Or maybe you're really thinking about the neighborhood itself. If it's a good neighborhood, less crime, or you have family that lives nearby. So everyone has their own criteria depending on where they want to live. So when you're buying a home, make sure it checks off all the boxes that you want. That way you can be more comfortable if you're single or if you're with your family. It's going to make everybody happy. So when I bought that new home a few years ago, the neighborhood wasn't really a desirable area. And not because it's an ugly area, it's because it's really underdeveloped. But across the street, just a few blocks, there's an HEB, there's a Sam's Club, there's a lot of stores around that area, and they also built a new car wash. So a few years ago, there was a few things that I really liked about the area, and the I-35 is just around the corner. So for me, it was that I was getting a new home. The location was great, just right off the highway with a bunch of stores around the corner. So for me, it was more an investment property. But if I had a family back then, maybe I wouldn't have chosen that home. So depending on your situation, you're going to buy a home that's more comfortable for you if you're single or for your family. Number 5, don't let your emotions get the best of you. A lot of times, if you're a first-time home buyer, maybe you are going to fall in love with a home that you see. But remember, a lot of homes are coming on the market every day. So even if you like that home, maybe it's not in the right location that you want, another one will pop up maybe tomorrow that you will like and fall in love with that one. And also stick to your budget. If the lender told you that you can afford a certain amount, just try to stick to that. Even if you have to go lower, it's okay. You don't have to spend the whole amount that the lender said that you're able to afford. And really, we want you to take your time. We don't want you to buy something that you're going to regret later on. And we don't want you to have buyer's remorse. We don't want you to feel like in a year, maybe you want to sell that home. We don't want you to feel like it's a burden instead of a blessing. So take your time when you're buying a home. Make sure it checks off all the boxes that you're looking for in a home that you want. Like I said, that home that I bought a few years ago, for me, was an investment. It was close to Sam's and H-E-B, a shopping center, and very close to the I-35. So for me, it was a great investment. And now I have it as a rental because people want to live around where it's comfortable and convenient for them. So remember, make sure you get the true cost of home ownership. Don't skip out on the home inspection. Take care of your credit score and finances. Location, location, location. And don't let your emotions get the best of you when buying a home. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share for more real estate tips. And if you're thinking about buying, drop your comments down below. I would love to help you buy your first home. We offer free consultations and we refer you to our preferred lenders so you can buy your first home without all the stress. So thank you again, and I'll see you guys on the next one.